It's been 5 long years now since we last saw Master Chief in action. While the releases of ODST and Reach gave us an entertaining look at the rest of the Halo universe, things weren't quite the same without John 117. Lucky for us, the series star is back in action with Halo 4, this time developed by 343 Industries. A year ago, I said at the end of my Reach review that I thought that the Halo franchise was going to die with its departure from Bungie. I couldn't have been more wrong.
Records show Spartans routinely exhibited mildly sociopathic tendencies, difficulty with socialization, and verbalization.
The records show efficient behavior operating in hazardous situations. I supplied the tools to maintain that efficiency.
Do you believe the Master Chief succeeded because he was, at his core, broken?
What does John have to do with this?
Halo 4 takes place 4 years following the events from Halo 3. Master Chief and his AI construct, Cortana, have been orbiting a Forerunner planet named Requiem, adrift the Forward Unto Dawn, since they destroyed the Ark and Halo Ring years ago. Cortana is forced to wake the Chief from cryonic sleep as a group of rogue Covenant that has been gathering at the site has begun to board the ship. Requiem opens a gravity well that causes the ship to crash land on the surface, and all hell breaks loose. On the surface of the Forerunner planet, the Chief awakens a new villain, hell-bent on destroying humanity, and the remainder of the game revolves around stopping this from happening. Along the way, the Chief will interact with several new characters, including other Spartans who arrive on the UNSC Infinity, and he'll combat an ancient race of cyborgs called the Prometheans. A lot of information about the Forerunners is revealed, and while that was rather interesting, the thing I enjoyed the most about the story was the relationship between John and Cortana. Artificial intelligence constructs like Cortana begin to go into a state of insanity as they age to around 7 years, and Cortana just passed her 8th birthday, sending her on a one-way trip to Crazy Town. This sequence of events transpires throughout the entire game, and John is destined to prevent it from happening. I had to do a bit of research after playing through the campaign to figure out what I just witnessed, as I found the story to be confusing. But after looking into it, overall I was very pleased with the story that was told and the way in which it was done. There's even a non-subtle homage to Return of the Jedi. Beyond the story, the overall presentation of the game is hands down one of the best I've experienced thus far from a console. The graphics are absolutely beautiful, top-notch. Master Chief has never looked so good. Halo 4 and the team at 343 have just gone to show that console games can look spectacular, and every other developer out there needs to take notes from what they've achieved here. The cutscenes are amazingly lifelike, the sound effects are great, and the soundtrack is wonderful. Subtle effects like the helmet visor are just sugar on top. I played through the campaign's 8 missions on the normal difficulty, and it took me roughly 7.5 hours to complete single player. I also played with the Control Freak FPS Freak Infinity, which allowed me to increase my stick sensitivity while providing greater accuracy, which certainly helped considering how bad I typically am at shooters. For the most part though, the campaign and multiplayer modes play out exactly the same. In addition to the standard Covenant enemies, the Promethean enemies made things really challenging. It was not uncommon for me to be overwhelmed by an army of cybernetic dogs shooting machine guns at me while trying to deal with flying shield-creating support robots that are protecting the more ruthless night enemies. The campaign, even on the normal difficulty, provided a great challenge, and I'm really looking forward to trying it with friends on greater difficulties. A slew of new weapons, armor abilities, and vehicles have been added from all factions, including powerful UNSC and Covenant weapons, and a ton of seriously badass Promethean weapons. Promethean vision, hardlight shields, and auto sentries round out the classic armor abilities we're used to, and a new Mantis mech suit is available in several missions and multiplayer levels that can really change the course of battle in favor of skilled pilots. Multiplayer has changed a bit this time around, following a formula similar to that of Call of Duty, where you level up your Spartan and create loadouts, gaining access to new weapons and armor abilities over time. The maps are no longer littered with weapons. You start with the weapons defined by your loadout, and earn power weapons typically by selecting one of 3 ordinances earned for killing sprees. There are plenty of aesthetic customization options that unlock over time as well, and your Spartan is shared between the game's 2 multiplayer modes. War Games is the name given to the competitive multiplayer that we're all familiar with. Many familiar game types have returned, along with some new ones like my favorite, Flood, where one team plays as shotgun-wielding Spartans, and the other as fast-moving, high-jumping flood monsters with sword arms.
Killing spree. Last man standing. Triple kill. Overkill. Frenzy. Kill-tacular. Exterminate.
Spartan Ops is a set of story-based missions being released for free over time. These missions can be played co-op or single-player and are broken down into 5 chapters per episode. The Spartan Ops missions tell the story of a new group of Spartans on board the UNSC Infinity as they embark on early missions that tie in directly with the Halo 4 campaign. Beautiful cutscenes precede each chapter as well, which I felt was a really cool way to integrate the missions in with the campaign. It shows you what else is going on while the Chief is down doing his thing. I actually played the campaign for about an hour last week, and initially I thought, it's just another Halo game. I played some multiplayer while pretty drunk on Friday night, and the morning after, I just wasn't really impressed. After a few days off, I got back at it and I played through the campaign in a single sitting, and then hit up the multiplayer pretty hard afterwards, and my opinion changed drastically. Halo 4 was amazing. The campaign combined great storytelling and cinematics with challenging and enjoyable gameplay. That doesn't even take into consideration how fun it is to play Spartan Ops and war games with your friends. Is this title a worthy successor? Absolutely. Check out the full write-up and screenshots over at ZeitgeistGameReview.com. Stay up to date by following me on Twitter and Facebook, and make sure to check out all of the other great gaming entertainment on the Game Station. Don't forget to subscribe and press the thumbs up button. Thanks for watching.